girlfriends has shared custody with her ex of her 4-year-old little boy. And she said every time he comes home from a visit, he doesn't listen, he's throwing fits, he's aggressive, he's just all over the place crying. She's like, I don't know what to do to make the transition easier, and I don't know why he's doing this. And I said, all I can do is tell you what I've been through with similar things. And the first thing I always try to do is put myself in my kid's shoes. And if he is going to his dad's house and his dad's very, very, very stern, he can't let his emotions out. He can't say how he really feels. He's scared to get in trouble. He's like, ugh. And then he gets home and he's with the person that he feels safest.
So let's go ahead and burst the bubble on this video. I hear this all the time, how these single mothers claim that they're the safe space for their kids, so their kids can act like little assholes. You're not the safe space, okay? The reality of the situation is, the chances are the kid is acting out this way because he doesn't want to be at your house. He wants to be at dad's house, but he doesn't have the words to tell you. He doesn't have the ability to explain that to you. So he acts out. He acts up. He's disrespectful. That's the truth of the matter. This isn't that hard to figure out, but instead of looking at yourself in the mirror and going, maybe I'm the problem, you guys just want to blame dad. That's the problem.
But what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw the clip. Google a book first so you can find it on Amazon. First and foremost, I'm going to definitely talk about this in this sense. You know how people say, well, this only happens in the black community. You know, I never see white people talking about stuff like this. Well, there you go. There you go. There's plenty of this stuff online, by the way, but there you go. So I'm going to implement other races into some of these videos, just so you know it actually exists in other groups. So y'all playing, instead of to stop y'all from playing stupid. So what winds up happening in these situations, right, is when you see people make the little bug eye thing, like the lady did in the beginning, you know, you can look at both sides as a skit. You could say she's lying, you could say the guy's lying. It just depends on which side you're partial to, which side you're biased to. So I'm gonna say this. If your kid acts out when they come to see you, on one end, you're going to assume that the other parent has talked bad about you to make the kid act out. Initially, because fathers go through that too. The kid goes to see dad and and it's like, what the? And over time, we realize, oh, your mama been running off at the mouth, so now you don't want to be here. But there's another side of that equation. If the kid acts up because they're with you, it's because they actually don't want to be with you like that, because they've been with the other parent enough to know this is who they are, and they've been with you enough to know this is who you are. So now they're acting out because they know what's best for them, but they can't express it. And you wind up seeing that over time. You know, you wind up finding that out over time because you wind up in a situation where the kid's like, again, I got to go over here again. I got to go back. I got to go over here, or I got to go back. It's one or the other. So for you ladies, for you mothers out there, there are a bunch of, just because you ladies win custody like 90% of the time, it does not mean your kid really wants to be with you. You know, that's the issue, because that's why a lot of use mother-daughter, mother-son relationships over time turn sour. It has nothing to do with the other parent. It has something to do with you as a person. They start realizing you're not that good of a person compared to the other parent. And for the men out here, you know, it's not that your kid can't express that they want to be with you. It's that they won't express it to their mothers. That's what it is. You know, if you can look it up. There are numerous stories of men who their kids say, "I want to be with you." It's like, okay, we got to go to court though. You got to say it at court, and then they get all the way to the court and go, Mama said," you know, because a lot of y'all want to talk about narcissism and toxic relationships, and specifically love bombing. Do you know how many kids got love bombed when they wanted to actually be with the other parent? You know, that's a lot of kids' first um, introduction to being manipulated through love bombing. That's where it starts. So you've seen a lot of fathers like, we went to court and the kid said no, and then it's like, okay, but I changed my mind, because the minority of kids stick to their guns and say, I want to be with you. I say it in court. The majority of them flake out, and then it's like, hey man, I'm done. I'm done. It's like, well, and they're kids, so they don't, they think they have a plethora of opportunities. And I've seen kids who've realized what they did and say, let's do it again. And it's like, you can't do it again. Nah. Or we can't do it again, or we not gonna do it again. And it's like, but I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna build up the nerve to say it. It's like, whatever. For you mothers out there, a lot of y'all have this issue where you want to sow the seeds of disrespect and contempt toward your ex, who's the father of your child or children. In the beginning, that works. I mean, I ain't gonna front. In the beginning, it works like a charm. After a while, though, not so much. But what you're seeing now is, what I can't say that, because what I also see is delusional kids who, you know, how can I say this? Two different parents, two different parenting styles at two different in two different places. The kid learns, this is what I do over here and this is what I do over there. But some of these kids, they get upset because the things that they can get away with at one place, they can't get away with at another. And I've said it before, you got kids who think discipline is disrespect. So they'd be very disrespectful to a parent because they're getting disciplined for doing something that they probably shouldn't be doing. But like I said earlier, to sow the seeds of contempt, you have parents taking advantage of that and like, oh, they don't let you do that. I'll let you do that. And you know what? That's why you shouldn't even be dealing with them. And it's like, yeah. I don't have a bedtime with you. But they trying to make me go to sleep. I hate them. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay. So the question that, we as adults are on social media, and a lot of us adults were kids in these. If you want to call them broken homes, I'm gonna call them separate homes, because I don't think most people were actually in the same home when these children were born. Just my opinion. At this point in time, so what I've seen is kids make decisions and choices and regret those decisions and choices because they picked a side unnecessarily, because they were taught to pick a side because of how can I say, because of the legal system, but or family courts. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Tell me what you think. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.